There's some new information about the shooting death of a man in the parking lot of a southern Colorado grocery store. That happened back on Black Friday. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation now says it was likely a case of self-defense. That was at the City Market in Woodland Park. Police say Luis Morales died during what appeared to be a child custody exchange. They also tell us Morales threatened the boyfriend of his child's mother with a knife, and they are accusing the 29-year-old of shooting Morales. CBI says while they believe this was likely done in self-defense, the final determination will be made by the 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office.
I just literally held him at gunpoint, literally where we're standing right now, halfway in, halfway out.
A shooting in Lake Wales ended with the suspect walking free and the man with the gunshot wound now behind bars. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers has the latest on this home burglary gone wrong.
Picture this. You wake up in the middle of the night to find a stranger inside of your home. From that point forward, it's only split-second decisions, choices that could have legal and deadly consequences.
He actually had my daughter's book bag on.
It was just after 11:30 Tuesday night when John Cole says he woke up to the sound of his dog barking.
As I looked out of my room door from my bed, I seen a Caucasian male literally peeking down the steps.
A stranger was inside of his home. Lake Wales police identified the man as 34-year-old Cameron McGuire. They say he came in the home through the kitchen window.
I double-taped. I seen him first, and then I was just like, no way. Kind of got back in the bed, and I was like, hold on. Did I really just see what I just saw?
So Cole says he grabbed his gun and confronted McGuire.
I didn't really want to shoot the man, but he kind of came forward as I was standing down here with him at gunpoint. So when I shot him, I told him don't move again or it's going to be again.
He says he then held McGuire at gunpoint and called 911.
He sat down and sat down until the police actually came and took him out the house.
So what are your rights if someone breaks into your home? We went to criminal defense attorney Bryant Camerino, who is unaffiliated with this case, to find out.
That I absolutely have the right to bear arms. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I have the right to protect my home, my family, my own personal safety. That's a God-given right.
But Camerino says you also have to consider your duty as a gun owner.
If there is an opportunity to pause and think, then I would imagine that speaks for itself, and you may have to shoot. But if there's time to pause and think, and you shoot and you hurt or kill someone, then that may not be justified.
We did a little digging on the suspect and found out McGuire has an extensive criminal history. Police say he just got out of prison in February and has been previously arrested for drug possession and domestic battery by strangulation. In Lake Wales, Nicole Rogers, 8 on your side.
A Moncks Corner man is facing charges after an attempted home break-in just before 9 o'clock this morning, where police say the homeowner shot him. Meredith Blair breaks down exactly what happened on Southport Drive in Summerville.
Summerville police responded to the Weatherstone subdivision after getting reports that a man was trying to force his way into a home. Now that homeowner fled to a nearby neighbor's house with her child to get to safety. Documents say that's when the man followed her and tried to get into the neighbor's house. Police say he had a burglary tool and was confronted by the homeowner who had a handgun. Investigators say the homeowner shot the burglar, who then ran and was arrested minutes later. Richard Desmond Maybank of Moncks Corner is facing 2 counts of attempted burglary and possession of burglary tools. Summerville police say he suffered a non-life-threatening gunshot wound and was taken to the hospital for treatment. Maybank is awaiting a bond hearing at the Berkeley County Detention Center. The police department says that the homeowner who shot him will not be criminally charged. Reporting for Live 5 News, I'm Meredith Blair.
A woman faces attempted assault charges. Take a look here. This is Leticia Miranda. Mobile police say they were called to the hospital for a report of a woman shot. After investigating, we're told Miranda had grabbed her gun during an argument with someone. During a brief struggle between the two, police say she accidentally shot herself.
In Akron tonight, police are investigating the city's latest homicide. Police tell us a 24-year-old man was shot dead after being involved in some sort of altercation inside a home. It happened around 4 this morning in the 1900 block of Garden Court. Police say the 24-year-old shooting victim allegedly assaulted a 23-year-old man, and it was during this fight that a 19-year-old man allegedly grabbed his gun and fired 1 shot at the 24-year-old, killing him. The shooter told police it was self-defense.
As investigators say that both men are in critical condition. This all started yesterday afternoon on Van Arpel Road. St. John deputies say that 20-year-old Jaron Robinson from Hammond met up with 22-year-old Marius White of Laplace, and the pair got into a fight in which Robinson then got into White's truck and they shot at each other. 2 other people were arrested, 23-year-old Terrance James and 19-year-old Judah Coleman, who were friends with those 2 men. Investigators say they also recovered 5 guns, 2 of which are deemed ghost guns, meaning that they don't have any visible serial numbers.
Following an attempted robbery in Miami earlier today.
Yeah, NBC6's Ari Otzer joins us live with the latest on this investigation. And Ari, what do we know this midday?
Don't know a whole lot, but I can set the scene for you where we are. We are at Northeast 14th Street and Northeast Miami Court, just east of Miami Avenue. This is the redeveloped area of Overtown. We're surrounded by new apartment high-rises and trendy businesses, and the shootout happened on the street right where I'm standing. Let's take a look at the video. You can see that Miami police were processing the crime scene as the sun rose. We don't have many details. They tell us a man called them and said 3 guys approached him and demanded his jewelry. They fired several shots at him. He returned fire, and apparently everyone involved was a bad shot because there are no reported injuries. We are assuming that the black Mercedes in that video had something to do with the incident. Most likely it is the victim's car, but we don't know for sure because this is basically all the information we have on this incident from police. Now, police were obviously hoping, I think, to get an assist from the security cameras in the neighborhood, but we spoke to the general manager of the building right next to us. There's a high-rise right here. His cameras are the closest to the scene, and he said cameras saw nothing because these trees around us block the view. So the bottom line, apparently, is that this was an unsuccessful attempted robbery. Nobody got hurt. Maybe you have to look at this as perhaps a Christmas miracle in that case. We're live in Miami. Ari.
If the criminal does not fear the police, a judge, or prison, he must be taught to fear his victims.